Hi everybody, I'm Femida Gwadry-Sridhar. I'm here, I'm the founder and CEO of Pulse InfoFrame, and I'm here with Dr. Scott Ernst, who's a medical oncologist, as well as the founder of the Canadian Melanoma Research Network. Scott and I have worked together for about 15 years, and so it gives me great pleasure to be here to really start, for people to understand the evolution of the research network, but also to see how real-world data can be leveraged and how, a platform like ours, like Pulse's, can help support the growth into areas where there's so few answers, particularly in the rare skin oncology.
Traditionally in oncology, clinical trials is sort of the gold standard by which we determine almost all of our practice guidelines and we base our decisions based on that, and I think that is still true. However, the ability for clinical trials to address all questions is still very limited, and in the context of drug development, certainly, and even reporting of results, clinical trials have very limited ability to address some of those questions. One of the important ones is that the patients who are entered in clinical trials are actually very special patients. They have to meet very strict eligibility criteria and do not necessarily reflect the kinds of patients that we see every day, and so therefore do not necessarily reflect the real world experience when you're out there in practice. And we've always known there has been a disconnect. And what I found was that through the registry and the platform, when we're able to report on real world patients, it kind of fills that gap between what clinical trials are reporting and what we as practitioners are practicing out in the field day by day. Another area that clinical trials does not address are those patients who have more rare conditions, because the cost and the practicalities running clinical trials for all indications is really impossible. Whereas by using real patient data, even those patients with rare situations or rare cancers, we can still get a window in terms of patients' outcome, effective treatments, and many other questions that clinical trials simply are not in a position to address.